Hey, welcome back. This is Planethead. It's only about an hour after I made my last video, but I might not post this for a day or so. Um, it, what basically happened was I'm still in the same area that I was before. Let's just see here. In Stain, I'm down here in QCKK, if I remember correctly. Um, Long story short, when I went to try to leave, there was another fellow out here trying to catch me. He had a flycatcher out and he was bubbling the gates. And so basically, I just logged off. So what I'm kind of hoping is this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I kind of want to see if that happens again. We're going to try to go to Y4 here. I haven't died yet, but maybe you'll get a good view of what um, warp bubble is, or even a flycatcher type of ship. If not, we'll just try to do some more scouting out in another area here. Uh, and if I do hit a warp bubble, maybe I'll try to do a burn back to the gate, show that a little bit. Um, we're going to see what happens. Okay. So, we're good. Now, these guys were alerted to my presence earlier today. Maybe they'll be looking for me now. So, let's go ahead and get warped to that one. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to go a direct route out. I've gotten to here. I'm going to go EAWE and RRW. Now I do need to fix these save spots as well. I think I started off here. I need to set these to infinite versus expiring in 2 days. So I'm going to take care of that as well. Nobody in space. Big thing here is to always have your directional scanner up. And then, good. That's how I caught it over here. I saw that there was a warp bubble over here. Um, and like I said, 2 videos ago, try not to make content for someone else. Sometimes you don't mind, um, if they're out to fight and you're out to fight, you want to have that content. But other times you don't want to do that. So I just logged off, went and put my laundry in the washer, cleaned up a little bit. Um, and okay, so we got nobody in system here. I'm gonna go ahead and warp to this, and I actually misnamed this too. So I'm gonna warp to it. Again, nobody in system, and this one will be for all gates because I can see all of the gates from here. Now, what this does tell me is maybe this is an area that I don't want to come as often to. This is kind of why I do fly around these spots. Okay. Oh, and I need to fix that. This is where I made my mistake right here. I have it set to cancel in 2 days. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that and submit. And now my expiration date is gone. So I should have caught that in the first raid, but I'm good. I'm good. So we're going to go RRW. We're going to try to fix the spots there. Let's go ahead and jump. Now, just a brief idea here. We're going to go RRW and then out. But remember, these spots here are spots that they could be bubbling. So I want to be careful there. And then I think I'm just going to shoot up this direction. This might be an interesting little spot here I want to check out. I have a reason for that, but we'll get into it when I get there. Okay, so we got Aria Loon. Okay. Vianet. We will go to... This is warp to 0. What I'm going to do is remember I set that save spot up earlier today? Now I'm going to warp within range of this gate right here to see if there's anything there. But first, before I forget, edit location. And we're going to fix that. Submit. Notice that went away, and we're going to fix this one here. Edit location, and cancel that. Okay, so those will not expire, though. It'd be good for now. I can always delete them out later on if I'm not using them. Okay, so I got nobody on the gate, so we'll take a jump through. Could there be somebody on the other side? Heck yes, there could be somebody on the other side. And that's where we would want to try to do the warped micro warp back to the gate, crash the gate. So I got a couple of interesting jumps here. Somebody in the system, that's important. But nobody on gate. Good. So I'm going to HQ. So we're going to warp to that. Trying to get more and more used to using this saved location spot over here. It's just saving me a lot of time for moving around. I do want to notice my expiration dates on this, so still need to be fixed. Edit location. So I'm kind of glad I booted up here. Edit location. There we go. Got an Astero somewhere out there. So I'm wondering if this is just he's from the initiative. So he's not part of the other group. Probably just scanning some stuff down. Got nobody on the gate. Well, let's see here. So I'm within range. The gate that I'm trying to go to, and I don't see any warp bubbles. Now the question is this Astero sitting on the gate? So what we can do is zoop that one down, and then we're going to aim our camera at the gate, HQ, and then scan. I don't have anybody on it, so we're going to go ahead and jump. Always remember to switch your scanning back up. Another way I could have done that was, now it said that I could have actually lowered my distance of my AU to see if he was within range, same range as the gate. Okay, got another guy in system. Got some save spots that need to be fixed. What am I going to? I'm going to 37 within 100. Keep the directional scanner up. Let's go ahead and fix these. Okay, so, oh, there we go. So we got a mobile warp disruptor. This is what I was looking for. So we got a guy in system. This is very important. Guy in system. He's not in my directional scanner, see? But there is a mobile warp disruptor. The mobile warp disruptor could possibly be at the gate that I'm trying to get through. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim at the gate, our camera at the gate, and then we're going to lower the range to 15. Notice that mobile warp disruptor is sitting there. So the big thing here is that this fellow is not alive right now. So is he sitting on this cloaked, or is he actually away from? Oh, we got another guy here. So Pablo has just come through. Okay, remember Pablo was in that Astero. He was in that last system that I was at. So I have no need to rush myself here. What I'm going to do is just keep an eye on this gate. I'm wondering if there's any other. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit. Let's get moving here. Just to give you another example, so if I drop my scanning down to, oh wait, 10. Okay, so Pablo is gone. So there's the question. Am I pretty sure this is on the gate? So am I at an angle that will miss this bubble, or is the bubble straight on the gate? You know what? I don't mind dying. Let's take a run at it, just to show you what can happen. I'm gonna keep warped out here. Coming in on it, coming in on it, coming in on it. I could just there's the warp bubble there. It's at 226. Okay, so that's really important. Before I get talking too much, let's just make sure we get off of this gate. There we go. So what ended up happening there, and I've talked about this in videos a long time ago, it's the other really big bonus of having a safe spot in each area. When you're warping from one area to the next, let me just see here. I'm going to do a really bad illustration. I've done some really bad illustrations on this, but we're going to pull up paint. So basically this is the idea behind drag bubbles, and you can look up more interesting information on there. But let's say you come through, and this is gate, wow, this is bad, 1, okay? And you warp into the system at gate 1 here, okay? And there's gate 2 here, and this is why people only put up, or a lot of times will put drag bubbles here. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this gate a little bit closer. Okay, so this is gate 2. Now, I don't know if that was a drag bubble, but I think that's what it was. So you warp in here, and then somebody goes over here and they set up a warp disruption sphere over here, which is in the direct direction of the other gate. And as you warp across, thinking you're going to hit that gate, the sphere over here will actually drag you to the sphere. I had this happen to me a long time ago, and I was killed by a flycatcher. This was about 6 years ago. And it's really a way that people catch it. So what it ends up doing is it pulls you off the gate, and then said guy over here pew 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 and kills you. So what you can do, I'm gonna get all this off of here. So he's got this set up here. When you set up your save spots, so let's say I set up a save spot here off of that gate, and I set up a save spot here off of that gate. When I warp into the system, and then I warp here, or I warp here to start off with, then when I warp to the gate to jump, I'm not in direct alignment with that warp bubble. And hopefully it doesn't drag me, and it shouldn't as long as I'm not real close to it. And then I'll land on the gate and I'll be able to warp on through. This is really helpful. What you're looking for is, number one, when you warp to your one that's close here, you can see the warp disruption sphere like we saw. And then the other things to look for are usually 1 or 2 other people in system. Other people in system would actually be using that as a probably be doing it on the gate. What they're trying to do is tackle people as they warp through the gate. This is trying to grab them before they go through the gate. It's a really simple example. I'm sure there's better videos out there of it. If you want to look it up, feel free. But just to show you what just happened there, I think what just happened there, I'm hoping that's what, because that makes me feel good that I set up all those save spots. So right there are two ways that I've actually been able to save myself from getting killed, even though I'm an alpha character with no cloaking ability. Um, even if you have cloaking ability, those would be tough things. But so let's go ahead and finish this little run off. We're in 37K. I want to see if I can get to ZGB. So we're going to go 40GX. I could die along the way here. Always like to have fun. I got nothing. I got a Cerberus within distance of me, but nothing else here. So what I want to do is just make sure that that Cerberus is not on the gate that I'm going to. So we're going to scan that. Nothing. Let's get out of here. I don't like sitting around. I got a lot of people. Well, 4 people, including me in this. Who is Solo Fleet? Now this is kind of interesting. There's 5 stations right here. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and make sure we get our 360 back up. We're good. Looks like there was an Astra house right there. Interesting. Let's see. Is that still good sex? Okay. They pretty much control a lot out here. Ooh, uh-oh. We got 12 people in system. Let's get off of this gate as quickly as possible. Safe. 7. Yes. There we go. Okay. Feel a little bit more careful. Okay, so we got 12 people in system. Why are you guys in system? Good, good, good. Let's see who they are. Oh, let's get back to the safe location. Because the reason why I go to the safe spot is these guys could actually move the directional scanning in the same way that I did to find that warp disruptor, see if I was at a celestial. The safe spot won't allow them to do that. Show Frata Victus. Do not know that. So this is not good sex. Oh, there's good sex. Okay. Good sex. Oh, me? That's funny. Good sex. Okay, so it looks like still good sex going on. These guys have been around for a little while. Okay. So here's the next spot. I've got a save spot on this gate. I want to make sure that they are not camping out the other gate, but I'm 63.3 AU away from it. So can I get closer without going to the gate? How do you do that? You go to your map. Actually, I'm not going to go to my map. I'm going to go, let's see if this works. Go to my probe scanner. That might sound weird, but here's where I'm at, right here. And I want to find this gate here, 63 AU. So it is right there. So what I want to do is actually warp to an area that hopefully is, hopefully that's 14.3. I don't know if it is or not. We're going to find out. Let's go ahead and warp 100 out. Now, I'm going to be warping in here at 100 out. There's going to be some bad guys there. I'm just going to direction myself away from them. Kikimura and a Vedmak. I don't know what those ships are. So these guys are over 100 out from me. Just going to change my direction and get moving. Kikimora. Now, see, I'm still not 14.3 AU away. I'm going to try to warp 100 off. If they've got... Sorry. Phone call. Still not within range. There could be a warp disruption field right here, and that's probably why there's a slight chance that this 10 other guys might be gate camping this, or they may just be living in this Fortizar that's sitting there. So we're going to just go ahead and warp within 100. Be safe. Wait, did I go to the right one? Oh, I'm stupid. I did. Okay, we're going to warp back to our safe spot. And then PS. So I'm going to turn around there. So I'm trying to go at this at a different angle. Again, this might not save me, because if they put the actual bubble straight on the gate, then I might be in real trouble there. Okay. So we're going to be going safe PSJ. So even if I do die, at least I'll have a new save spot that later on will help me. Okay, submit. So when I get within 14.3 AU there, I'm going to hit this safe. So warp within 100. And ready to submit button. There we go. I don't have any warp disruption bubbles here, so we get a chance of getting up. I didn't warp directly to the gate though. So I've got some stuff there. Good sack space. So they're telling people right here, this is good sack space. So maybe this is the edge of good sack space, you know? Warp to 0. We're going to try to turn around. So even though this is NPC null, these guys have staked out this as being theirs. So maybe this is the edge of it. So what I did there was I warped 100 off, saw that nothing was there, but rather than burn to the gate, I went ahead and warped back to my save spot and back in. That way, less of a chance of getting caught down. Okay, we got 4 people in system, nobody on a gate. Planet, let's pick planet 6 this time. Warp 100 off. Oh, we only got 1 now. Control B, safe, 40G. Submitted. Okay, we got a safe spot. And 1 guy in system. With an Astrid house here. Okay, so this is the interesting part. What I'm going to do here is pull up. So it looks like there is still a good sex station here. Now this is where I wanted to look at. So I've gotten to PSJ. The question is, ZG. This is when this has a station, an NPC station here. We're going to look. Very few jumps in and out of here, though. It's just nobody coming in and out of here. Because remember, if you jump in, you got to jump out. And so you got 2, 4, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is such an unused spot. And that was ZG. So I'm going to go check out ZG and see what's going on there. I am warping directly at the gate with summoning system, so I'm taking a little bit of a chance. Got a battleship. We got a Praxis in the area. That is kind of a noob. A new player. Oh, Bastion. So that's oh no. Okay. So notice here. I'm going to go ahead and dock up. Okay, so Good Sax also has an Astrid house here. The biggest thing that I was looking for here, and I don't think it is really that usable for me right now because of Good Sax being in the area and always having to watch out for myself, unless I was to get in contact with them. But what I was looking for here is they have a science laboratory where I can actually research the blueprints that I brought out. Right now I'm in this area here mostly. I was thinking about moving to the central area here. There's an in and out all over the place here. I was thinking if I moved here, I might be able to drop off my blueprints here, but that is a lot of movement through possible dead areas. So I have to be a little bit careful there. Another spot would be here, but if I remember correctly, this was taken over by a group. I'm not even sure if it's possible to do this. Looks like there's only a couple research areas in these systems. This over here used to be its own little area. This is a new gate that was brought in a couple months ago, where you can actually get to Stain from high sec. So it's actually from low sec, but you just have to go through 2 systems. So that is a brand new way in. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I just want to show a video there. I'm kind of glad I ran into the what happened after the last video. And then I'm kind of glad I ran into that warp disruption fear to show you that. And kind of just scout out a little bit more. I'm going to keep playing around here, messing around. But you guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however the heck you want. Have a good weekend or week. I'll be working a lot. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.